Something I'm struggling with as a space fantasy author now that book one of my saga, The Prophets of Entropy, is done after 9 years of world building and plotting, etc., is that it's done. Like, beta readers are reading it in English for the translated version, and editors, professional editors, and the publisher are reading it in Italian because it will be published in Italy traditionally in 2027. But now I am coming to terms with the fact that I might have overdone it with the density of information in the first chapters. Don't get me wrong, there are no walls of text or walls of lore. I use some extracts in the beginning of the chapter to give some context, but other than that, it's just from the POV of the characters. But the fact is, these characters live in that universe. And so they would think things that, especially in the first few chapters, would not be as a human thinks, because these people are not human. Earth doesn't even exist. And so I find myself maybe overdoing it somewhat, because I want people to understand that there are some elements that will appear later in the story that I knew from the beginning, because I've been working on it for years. And I don't want elements to appear out of nowhere, like on chapter 30. But naming them, maybe in chapter 1 or 2, could just make things heavier. But when you're sitting with the same ideas, the same chapters, the same book for 9 years, you can't really gauge what is acceptable for the first few chapters when information flow is concerned and what isn't. And that's why I love having new eyes on an old text I love so very much.